Hey everybody, welcome back to Ocarina of Time. We're here in Hyrule Castle Market Town, I guess is the official name for it. I got dogs surrounding me, which is always nice to have as a kid here. We also have Navi that wants to speak to us, so let's see what she says after we completed the well. Have you ever played the Nocturne of Shadow that Sheik taught you? I haven't, but it wouldn't do me much good to play it as a kid now, would it, Navi? I can't do the Shadow Temple as a kid. Anyway, what I want to do... Whoa, a dog followed me in here. That's kind of cool. Hey, buddy. What you doing? That's so cute. I came in here to this treasure chest shop. I haven't actually been in this building at all so far in this playthrough, but there's a piece of heart that we can get here now that we have the Lens of Truth.
Open the chest and surprise! If you find a key inside, you'll be able to advance. Left or right, try your luck.
10 rupees to play, yeah. So this is basically just a multiple choice. It's basically you get two choices, and the key is only in one of the chests in each of these rooms. And I think you have to do it like 4 or 5 times, something like that. Obviously, it'd be basically a coin flip if you didn't have a way to cheat like we do by using the Lens of Truth. So we can see every single chest that has a key in it. Nice. I love that every time you do get the key, the other chest that you didn't pick, like, slowly opens up in defeat. It's like, aw, he didn't pick me. Look. See? I don't know why I get that impression. It's just, it feels like that's the action that the chest is doing to me. And it's funny. Alright, so what was that, like 3 times? I mean, the blue rupee is tempting now that I don't have max rupees anymore. For the first time in maybe like, what, 6, 7 episodes? I don't know. Maybe even more than that. Yep. Has it always been the top one every single time? It seems like it's been the top one. That's pretty funny. So obviously this is something you could feasibly do without the Lens of Truth, but you'd have to get pretty damn lucky, because what is that, like 5 coin flips? I don't even want to calculate the odds on that one. It's basically just doing a power of 2 every time, right? But we finally reached the end here. This nice... I love this room. It's too bad I can't move the camera much in here, because this is a pretty sick room. I don't know. It's almost like the room you'd expect to find like a Triforce piece in if they were to directly port the original Legend of Zelda to 3D. This would be the room where you pick up the Triforce pieces after you beat a boss. And we do get a piece of heart. That does complete... I think that is the 4th one that we completed, right? Yes. So we only have 4 more pieces of heart to get left in this game. That's pretty crazy. But we're kind of getting down to that. Still got plenty of like main game. I mean, I got 2 dungeons and then all the ending stuff to do. So we're getting there. We're maybe about like 2/3 of the way through the game. Maybe like 70% is what I'd estimate. So won't be too long. Not that I'm in a hurry anyway. I'm enjoying the hell out of playing and LPing this game. It has been such a joy to come back and record videos like this and be playing a game that I actually know a little bit about and am able to enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I like doing blind LPs too, and I probably will do more of those in the future when I move on to other series, but it's always nice to have a game that you're familiar with and you know, can kind of show people the ropes of. I did want to kind of come out here and talk to these gossip stones with the Mask of Truth. I was just curious to see what they all say. Let's see. They say that Malin set the original record in the obstacle course of Lon Lon Ranch. Wow, I was actually thinking about that today because there is actually more we can do in Lon Lon Ranch that involves that obstacle course, but I think I'll get to that after we do the Shadow Temple. Let's see what this one says. They say... Oh, wait, is this the same thing? Do they all say the same thing? I wonder if what they say changes. Oh, here we go. They say that it is against the rules to use glasses at the treasure chest shop in Hyrule Castletown Market. It's a little too late for that, man. It's a little too late. I guess I'm a dirty cheater. It's the game's way of making you feel bad about it, I guess. They say that Gyarados sometimes come to Hyrule Castletown to look for boyfriends. Sign me up. Let's go, Link. This is your chance, buddy. Just kidding. I think I might have... So do these two literally just say the same thing, or did I just talk to the first one again accidentally? If this dog would get out... Come on, buddy. Out of the way, pup. Huh. Weird. The top two... Wait. That did say something different. It just happened to be talking about Lon Lon Ranch again. They say that Malin of Lon Lon Ranch hopes a knight in shining armor will come and sweep her off her feet someday. Jeez, man. I don't know. The Gyarados or Malin? Gyarados or Malin? It's a pretty tough choice, isn't it? I kind of wanted to come back out here. I'm kind of dawdling around. I know, I'm sorry. But there's this, like, staircase right here that you can go up. Just the way you climb up them is weird to me. You're, like, gradually changing heights every split second. I think it might just be rupees and stuff like that. There's no door that you can go through. But this is cool. This whole entire area, like this little circle here, is one of the strangest but coolest areas in the whole game. Because it's like, all the buildings in the background are pre-rendered, but there's still some 3D modeled aspect to it, and you can move the camera around, and there's all the characters that are there during the day. It's a really cool area. Like, I like the way they designed all that. Alright, without any further delay, let's get back in here in the Temple of Time and change back into our adult body. Because we got some monster slaying to do. We gotta head over to the Shadow Temple and deal with that thing that was wreaking havoc in Kakariko and Pwn Sheik that last episode, or I guess a few episodes ago. Which I guess for now, I'm just assuming that that thing is supposed to represent the final boss, or the boss in the Shadow Temple. Which, I was kind of bummed out by the boss in the Water Temple, but the one in these next two temples, the Shadow and Spirit Temple, are awesome. I really like them, so that'll be something to look forward to. Now let's go ahead and heed Navi's word and actually play the Nocturne of Shadow. I just gotta remember it. Left, right, right. Okay. Left, right, right, A. Okay, I think I got it. Left, right, right, A. Left, right, down. That is kind of a weird one, because it's like no note. I mean, I don't know. It's just a weird pattern that's kind of hard to form a consistent mnemonic for in your brain, it seems. But that's why they put it in your item screen. Yeah, getting back to, like, all those things. Like, when this game came out, there was definitely, like, some shipping going on, and people saying, oh, which girl should Link be with, and all that. It was really funny to kind of see those debates go on online, because that was still, you know, when the internet was still pretty young, I guess, or at least way different than what we think of it today. Still in kind of the primitive stages. I don't know why I was heading back the other way, because I need to actually... I thought that... Wait, did I jump down? Hold on. I think I might have subconsciously jumped down from where this teleporter took me, like a moron, because I was talking about shipping. Either way, if I had to choose, if you're really that curious, I would probably pick Saria. But that's probably because I'm a sucker for, like, the childhood friend dynamic and all that crap. Not that any of this even matters anyway. Just all that gossip stone talk got me thinking about that. Alright, so if we actually go the right way after playing the teleport song, we come to this little cozy room here, and I love how there's no music playing down here. It's just nice and quiet. So I believe the intended way that you're supposed to light all these torches is to, if I can actually get to the right screen, is to play Din's Fire. Or play Din's Fire, yeah. Play with Din's Fire. Shouldn't play with fire, but that's what you gotta do here. You probably could light them all with, like, the fire arrows and maybe... Well, you can't use sticks as an adult, so I don't know. But once you have them all lit, this will stay open permanently. And this is... Just take it in. The entrance to the Shadow Temple. Let's do it. It is June 15th, 2026. Ready for a nice recording session here. And by the way, I guess the drink that I'm having for this temple, the unofficial sponsor, is a Diet Dr. Pepper. Which maybe is a little fitting because Dr. Pepper kind of has like purple in its branding, doesn't it? They use purple in a lot of their stuff, so... Or something. I don't know if that's exactly purple or just like some sort of weird purplish color, I don't know. These walls are talking to us, so maybe we should listen to them for a bit. One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. So yeah, this is basically just this temple's way of telling you, go get the Lens of Truth. If you didn't get the Lens of Truth from the bottom of the well yet, you're fucking up. Get in gear. But that's alright, we already took care of all that. So, we go around this creepy room here with these skulls looking at us in the wall. Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Jeez. This is definitely reminiscent of, like, the catacombs underneath Paris and all that. Like, people reference that a lot when talking about this temple. Just because of how it's like situated below Kakariko Village and all that. What is hidden in the darkness, tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward. You know, now that I think about it, I should be getting the Lens of Truth out. Because if I do that, it'll probably shut all these walls up. You know me, there's nothing worse than having to listen to walls all day. It's almost like my daily life. I'm just kidding. I do want to kind of explore all the little nooks and crannies of this area. This might actually be a trap. I don't think this is where I was supposed to go. Which means it's time to pull out our nice, nifty Big Goron sword and let this guy have it. Oh, God. You know, one of the things that might be bad about the Big Goron sword, though, well, maybe not, because I thought that maybe it would swing slower than the Master Sword does, but it doesn't really seem to be the case. Instead of a hook shot, I kind of want arrows. I like, as far as killing things, I like to use the bow and arrow better, because you can aim it more precisely, I think. Or maybe not more precisely, but it fires more quickly, so you don't have to wait years for that chain to come out. And with Keese especially, they can dodge it pretty easily, and it's really annoying. So I've always preferred bow and arrow for those kind of scenarios. I think this might be either the map or compass, so not really much of a trap after all if I needed to come here. Yes, it's the map. Nice. It's the one that I always like to get first. So let me actually look and see how many branching paths there are. There was only that one other area I could go to. Because from what I can remember about this temple, it's kind of like, it's sort of linear, but not really, because you're kind of just going through a bunch of different sub-areas of the dungeon. Like this part here, where you're kind of going back and going through all these walls, is like one part. And then there's a part where you're going through like hallways with guillotines and all that. We'll get to that. I don't want to spoil too much here. And I just went completely backwards, so that's always good fun. There's still something I gotta do here. There's one major item that is waiting for us in this little hallway back here. Okay. Oh, there's flying pots. I forgot about that. You know, I will keep the Big Goron sword out. I would be nice to be able to use my shield, but look, I have 17 hearts. I don't think a pot hitting me in the face every minute or two is gonna be the end of the world, right? Okay, well, I'm missing something. I'm supposed to be seeing an invisible wall in here, but maybe I should be kind of trusting my map. I don't see any of these walls that are hidden. Am I missing something here? Oh, it's here in the corner. Jeez. Even with the Lens of Truth, it was kind of hidden from me, huh? Alright, this will be fun. We get a rematch with the Re-Dead. And, we got a bigger body, and we got a bigger sword, so this might not be the best for him. You know, I think maybe I have to actually, instead of rolling like I thought, the first time I fought him, I might have to actually backflip to be able to avoid those. I'm so curious to see. Link's holding this thing like a baseball bat, man. He's about to hit one out of the park. How did that not hit him? Okay, that's weird. I thought you could, like, jump slash and hit him from behind like that, but maybe not. Let me see if I can do a backflip thing here. Nope. Dang, I forgot how to, like, get out of these early. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. He can't get to us. I would like him to kind of walk a little away from the center so I can actually hit him without getting grabbed by the hand again. One. Ah! I was trying the jump slash thing again. Oh, you can actually hit the hands, too. I forgot about that. Ooh, nice. Might be a good way to get some hearts, too. So what happens if you kill all of them, though? Because don't you need them to actually have the guy come back up? Or maybe he comes up if you do get rid of all of them by default. I just love the way Link holds the Big Goron sword, dude. Can't get enough of it. Usually when I would play this game casually, I didn't really get the Big Goron sword that often. I definitely don't think I got it the first time I played through this game, back in 2001. I think I just stuck with the normal Master Sword. Maybe I bought, like, the Giant's Knife and tried that out, and eventually, I mean, it doesn't take long for it to break, but that's probably where it stopped for me. And look at this, for defeating the Dead Hand again. Oh, man, I wanted to read that text. It said something about a downside. That was probably pretty funny, too. You can even use these to walk for short periods where there is no solid ground. Be brave and trust in the boots. Trust your instincts, as Peppy would say. What's this mound of dirt in the corner? I'm so paranoid. I'm like questioning every single mound of dirt I come across. Just because of that one that you can bomb in the bottom of the well. Alright, anyway. Hover boots. Let's put them on. These things are cool, but they're kind of wonky. Definitely useful for certain situations, like their main use is to get over large pits that you normally wouldn't be able to jump over. Because with the hover boots, if you walk off of a ledge, you'll actually have a second or two where you'll be hovering, and you can roll in midair. I mean, you can do a bunch of things to get across large gaps, which we are about to demonstrate here shortly. After I remember what I have to do with this, there's something I have to do with this spinner though, so let me figure this out. Only one who has sacred feet can cross the Valley of the Dead. What a compliment. Sacred feet. You gotta try that on somebody someday and see how they react. Okay, there's something with these skulls that I have to do, and I can't quite remember. Make my beak face the skull of truth. The alternative is descent into the deep darkness. Okay, so it's something about these skulls on here. Yeah, so if you put the lens of truth on, you can see almost all the skulls disappear except for this one here in the back. So this is the skull of truth, so we have to do a complete 180. So 1, and then 2, and 1 more. Simple as that, huh? This dungeon's easy. Maybe not. I do definitely remember this being a lot easier than the Water Temple. It's a cooler dungeon in the Water Temple, but it's a little bit easier probably, just because of how less confusing it is, really. So how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good one, and as I miss the freaking ledge, this is why the hover boots can be wonky, because trying to change direction when you're in midair like that is kind of strange. You're very floaty when you're doing that, is what I'm trying to say here. Which means I have to freaking... I gotta turn this thing back again. That was my fault. Unless it won't turn again? What the heck? Wait a minute. Oh, did I only have to do it once? I think I only... Okay, yeah, the gate is already open. I only had to do that once. Never mind. We're good. Let's get down into this little... So this is the other part I remember, like going down in these hallways like this. And like going downwards like that. It's so cool, man. You feel like you're constantly descending as you go through this temple. Like you're going down into hell or something. It's so great, the design behind this. Let me get a bomb out so I can take care of this thing. I'll probably get rid of the Ocarina, although oddly enough, I'll have to use the Ocarina again eventually. I'm also going to unequip these hover boots, because trying to walk on solid ground with them is definitely very awkward. I want to have my feet anchored. Okay, I guess the bomb took care of them. I almost thought like me hitting them with the sword is what triggered them to explode like that. Navi's kind of making a face here. Making a face like she has one. Guess I'll go ahead and just go through this door that's behind this wall. Ooh, yeah, this room. I remember this. Maybe I should go back for a second, see what else was up back there, though. Because I remember this being where you actually have to advance. Yeah, because there's another fake wall back here. Oh, and a Gibdo. I don't know. Do these guys respond to the Sun Songs like the Redeads do? I'll have to check that out. Let me put it over the arrows real quick. Because I'm thinking, like, what would be even the point of making a difference between a Redead and a Gibdo? Because they're very similar enemies. Like, they could do very similar things, and they make the same sounds, essentially. They stand in the same posture. They're basically like reskins of each other. Pretty easy. Yeah, they do respond to the Sun Song, though, luckily, so makes them extremely easy to take care of. And this should be our other piece of the map compass puzzle, huh? Yes, it is. Let me just double check it real quick to make sure I haven't skipped over anything in the other rooms. Look at this. We haven't been here yet, but look how many chests, man. This is where the meat and potatoes of the place is. Everything else is just kind of climbing downwards. I like that, though. The other thing is, I think this might be a wall that I have to actually bomb. Yeah, because there's no way they would just have that wall there for no reason, but unfortunately, Navi's yelling at us because we don't have a key. We'll have to come back eventually once we do grab one, I guess. Just keep it in mind. Alright, this room's pretty sick. This is where I can demonstrate how you can actually roll under those blades like that. Don't, well, or jump into them if you want. I guess whatever you feel. Oh, too early? Or too late? Huh, weird. I thought I was doing it earlier, right? I'm gonna have to get the long shot out here. Even on this screen, just the way he holds the sword, that is so badass, dude. God. I don't know why I didn't get this thing every time I played. It's awesome. So the problem is, yeah, getting up there with that thing spinning around is a bit of a drag. I forget what angle. I think if I like stand right here. Oh, can I get like the tippy top? Oh wow, I can actually just hookshot onto the box. I don't even need the hookshot symbol. It looked like that was about a pixel away from hitting me. I think there's a hole actually somewhere around here, so I got to be a little careful because you can fall through some areas here. They're pulling the old bottom. Yeah, it's right there. Let's see what he actually says about it. This wall, it's saying something. It says, if you want to see a ferry to the other world, come here. Wow. Definitely not ominous at all. It's like a stranger trying to coax you away with candy or something. Just don't trust it. Oh, this might be a key, actually. Yes. Nice. None of that freaking small heart 5 rupee bait crap. This almost makes me want to just go back to the other room now, because I'll probably have to recollect the rupees anyway when I come back here, so let's just go ahead and... I know where they all are anyway, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. I hear some guillotines. I seem to remember... Yeah, because you like... Oh, there's spiders too. I gotta watch out for them. Probably can make quick work of them with the long shot, though. Because it pierces their skin. Pierces their hard shell. Another one? The most annoying thing about this room, though, is I remember if you get hit by one of these guillotines that we're going to come to, you have to restart this room over again, and all those spiders respawn, and it's just a waste of time, you know? So yeah, if you get hit by these, it's actually instant death. Not instant death, but it, like, Link screams, and you have to restart the room, like I was saying. What the? Is that fake up there? How? What? How did he come down through the ceiling? Is he gonna do it again? Yeah, that's funny. I guess that's it. He just goes through the ceiling. That's the game's explanation. You don't need any further questions than that. It's just how things are. Alright, made it past those guillotines okay. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling, Link. You know what? I should have probably put Farori's Wind up on that last room, because I think I'm advancing further in the dungeon than I want to. Maybe. Who cares? I'll go back later, maybe. Whoa, I almost got grabbed. That I did not... Whoa, oh, okay, never mind. Well, that one doesn't instant kill you, at least. Maybe I was completely wrong about those guillotines. I don't know. Because that one just did a little bit of damage. Oh, goodness. I have a strange feeling that I don't have a key that I'm going to need to be able to advance anyway, though. Oh, we got these guys, too. They don't seem as menacing, though. A, when they're only by themselves, they're not in pairs, and B, when I have a giant-ass sword that puts them to shame. My sword is mogging theirs. Wow, that's the only time I will ever use that word in a video, I promise. There's that area over there, too. I forget what actually is over there, but maybe something of interest. I didn't even defeat that Stalfos. I just kind of pushed him off the edge of the arena. I should have put on the hover boots. What am I doing? See, yep, this is what I was saying. At least this gives me an opportunity to maybe go back and just go over to that other room. Because, oh wait, no. I don't think I do want to go over there yet. I'm pretty sure that other room goes to a part that goes later in the dungeon, and we do actually need to go to this area first. So let me go back down to where that platform is. Yeah, so that's what I think I was misremembering from all this. It's not the guillotines that make you restart the room, it's just falling. Because this room is huge, man. Like, this all started back at the beginning of that one hallway. Okay, I think this is just might be a shortcut back, or is that, like, over to another room? Maybe I do kind of want to come over here first. Yeah, what does this lead to? Oh, this just might be for getting back onto that block there. I can't really do anything about this. That's way too far, so I'm just gonna go back over here and grab all these silver rupees, I guess, and move on. At the very least, I should be able to open up the next area so that if I do fall in here, it'll be a lot shorter of a trip to get back. This is always fun to do when you got the freaking hover boots on. Don't... What pushed me? Did I, like, slide? I don't know. Did I, like, get onto an ink? That must have been a trap. Jeez, I fell for it, though. That was a good one, Nintendo. That was a good one, Mr. Programmer. Well, Whoa. It doesn't really look like... Maybe I just got shot by the Beamos or something else, like, gave me a bunch of momentum off the ledge. But that was really weird. The physics in general with these boots can be very weird, so... My philosophy is, if you don't need them, it's probably best just not to wear them. You only need them to get across gaps and things, otherwise it just kind of screws with you. I gotta remember where this last one is, though. Maybe something in my brain is telling me to actually kill this Beamo statue. If anything, it'll make it a lot easier to actually look for the last rupee. Oh, it was right underneath them. That was what my nagging feeling in my brain was trying to tell me. Okay, are we finally through with this room? I just want to see a door. Oh no. This part. Wow, jeez, this room is humongous. Well, I guess this is technically a part of a different room now because the map did change. But we're getting a little long in this video right now, so we're going to continue on next time. I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching.